Well, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for the biggest game of the day, the second semi-final here at Breakers Indoor Stadium. Davey J here, joined in commentary by Scotty Balsa. It is a big one, and mate, super excited about this one.
Yeah, mate, it's nearly a full house here, Dave, tonight. It's standing room only very shortly, I would guess. The Crusaders finished the regular season on top, as we know, and the Maitland Mustangs have had a dream run through to the finals, knocking off some big names as well. So, mate, it's going to be exciting, and stay tuned. It's 3 minutes from tip-off.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll run through the starting lineups. I'll do the Maitland ones if you don't mind, and you can do the Crusaders. How does that sound? For the Maitland Mustangs, 0, and the captain is Terrell Turner. Number 6 is Jack Edwards. Daniel Milburn in number 7, he'll be running out for them as well. Samuel Huggins in 11 and Isaiah Ellis. The team is coached by the 2019 Coach of the Year, Luke Boyle. It is going to be a good one, 16 and 6 for the season. While on the Crusaders side of the fence, who have we got?
So we've got the starting at the guard, number 4, Jacob Cracknell. And number 8, and the captain, Oliver Rebellion. Number 12, and former Maitland Mustang, Mitch Aruda. And number 13, Callum Jenkins, and number 20, Aaron Lawton. So that's a pretty good lineup. And as we said, they've finished minor premiers, Dave. So I don't think there's too much pressure on Maitland here. All the pressure lies on the home team. They've had 3 teams in the finals this weekend, 2 that have been unsuccessful. So they're riding on the back of hopefully getting this team through, so we can get a full house here tomorrow at 3:30.
Yeah, absolutely. Just missing out on a couple of big games there. Just about everyone is set for tomorrow right across the board. There's only one gap left, and this is it. They're going to decide who goes into the grand final to take on the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles. They just got over the North Bears 73-61 in a clash that was reminiscent of rugby league back in 1977. The Seagulls up against the North Bears there. I tell you what, local rivals, not only on the footy field but on the basketball court as well, and it certainly showed. But the Seagulls, the first team through in the championships men for 2019 in the grand final.
Yeah, it's going to be a cracker, and I'll just come back to the Central Crusaders, and my apologies that coach of the Central Coast Crusaders is Chris Holback. Chris is a seasoned finals campaign coach, and being on his home court will feel comfortable here. But probably a little bit nervous like most coaches would be going into this game, Dave.
Absolutely. Got some good assistants though with him, with Justin Kazal and Ian Rebillard giving him some advice on the bench. So they've been there for the big games, both of them. They'll have plenty of calm words for Chris throughout the game. Just quickly, our referees for the game, it is Guy Richards, Nathan Paff and Richard Bye. About 45 seconds away, and then it is on like a Donkey Kong here at Breakers Indoor Stadium. It's been a massive day here thus far with some great games. We'll run through some of the games. I'll run some of the teams that will be playing tomorrow and out at Niagara Park as well. There was a couple of great games out there.
All right, so the stage is set for this last clash of today. Who's it going to be, the Crusaders or the Mustangs? There's been looking at the crowd from here, Dave. It's like there's a sea of red and black over there as well. They've made the trip down the freeway, down the M1 for the big M1 clash.
Yeah, it has got not quite a local derby, but close enough for the Maitland fans to come down in numbers. Almost 50-50 in the stand on the far side there with the Crusaders, but plenty of Crusaders fans be sitting next to us and beside us in the commentary booth.
Yeah, I think it's going to get loud here tonight, Dave.
Absolutely, absolutely. Looking very much forward to it. This is going to be a belter.
And the Maitland Mustangs boasting 2 imports in Terrell Turner and number 22, Isaiah Ellis.
Isaiah Ellis got that ball, tipped it back to Turner. Just got out hustled there, but they've been able to get the ball and bring it back in. The little general, number 0, the big duck egg on his back. Nice shot to start it. inside, imposing figure. Ellis in the middle. Just doesn't get it done there on that rebound. An offensive off the glass there.
He's a big unit.
Nice passing cut to the basket there. Jacob Cracknell opening the scoring for the game and for the Crusaders. Oh, just forced that pass there. Oh, the tall timber of legs just couldn't quite squeeze it through. Crusaders come up with the ball.
Ruder with the miss.
Oh, and Turner with the get. He's locked it up nice and early.
Two apiece. Crusaders just back it out, settle it down, and run the offense.
Yeah, plenty of work to do there, Ruder. Oh, it's going to be a big ask to try and get through some of those bodies. Oh, good basket from outside. Daniel Milburn.
Yeah. He'll be a key player to watch, Dave, tonight. Last week he had 30-plus points against the Comets in their elimination final at Maitland. A young New South Wales junior.
Yeah, doing well. That extra game for the Mustangs probably helped as well, just to get some combinations sorted and some points and some some kilometres on the boards in their legs.
Shot clock. 9 seconds.
9 seconds on the shot clock here. Central Coast looking to execute. Billiard with the up fake.
Big boards there from Jack Edwards, not the biggest guy on the court. The glass high there, just bounced out in front. Crusaders have launched to attack, two passes, and they are downtown.
Callum Jenkins on the rebound.
Jenkins strong, putting his body on the line there. Oh, nice work, Aaron Layton getting that ball, the turnover. Reuter from outside, banks it! Almost point for point in this game, 5 apiece. Pretty willing game as well. No fouls called as yet, which is interesting, especially in the finals. The referee's always looking for those indiscretions.
Long arms of the law there. Milburn, no good.
There we go, there's our first foul. (2-0) the push there. Mustangs come up with it.
Here's for Billiard giving Chris Holback a few instructions. Terrell Turner just doing his thing.
Oh, just tried to dish that inside to Ellis. And Cracknell closed the gap with his body there.
4 seconds on the shot clock.
He just comes off the legs of Jenkins there, trying to find Ellis. That 1-2 combination for the Mustangs, vital for their success today. As soon as they start hitting each other, I think the counter on the score will go up, up, up.
Ruder with the rebound.
Finds a good spot. Let's fly.
A little bit of a heat check.
Oh, just taken out of his position there by the Crusaders. Jack Edwards putting his speed to the floor, as it were. Good screen there, 2 players off Huggins.
Cracknell with a rebound on the break.
Finds Lawton on the wings.
Edwards just controlling it all, backing it back. Ellis in the high post.
Oh, got him for the travel. Milburn looking for the foul there, ended up going the other way, got the travel as the shot clock counted down. It's been a good contest so far, 5 minutes and so into it.
It's all locked up at 5-all. They go into the post. Jenkins.
Jenkins looks a little bit more like your friendly neighbourhood barista, but he's in there throwing his elbows around rather than those frothy lattes, so good on him. In combination with his man bun bro out there, Rebilliard will be important for the Crusaders.
Jenkins hits the first.
Second, they take the lead, the Crusaders, only by 2 points, still early, 4:47 to go in this first quarter.
It looks like the Crusaders have come out in a bit of a half-court trap. Bit of run and jump.
Trying to mix it up a little bit, give them a few different looks defensively. Pretty evenly matched, these two, played each other twice, split at 1-all.
Ellis.
Strong underneath. Set to go to the line as well.
The foul was assessed to Cracknell.
Defensive Player of the Year in 2019, Isaiah Ellis. You can see why. He's got that big wingspan, plenty of height as well.
Long arms.
And broad shoulders as well, so doesn't mind a bump in the paint.
Callum Jenkins secures the rebound. As the Crusaders come down and to set it up. As Lawton attacks the rim aggressively. Jack Edwards was assessed with the foul.
Yeah, he showed some real gas there, Lawton, as he took off through the defence there. His opportunity to get on to the ledger for points. I think that first one. And makes the second one as well. Now leading by 2, 9-7. Subs called by the Crusaders. James Trustham.
Jacob Cracknell gets him a well-earned rest.
Great name for someone on the bench because you can trust him to get some points and get it all happening, can't you?
Absolutely.
Straight into traffic there and gets the charge. Good feed by Rebellion. Crusaders looking at double teaming some of those players, looking to cause some havoc and slash through the paint there. Excellent reset on their behalf to get that one. Really coming through, taking the charge and getting the ball back for the Central Coast team.
So taking a look across, it looks like we're pretty much full now, Dave.
Yeah, pretty much. There's people standing on chairs, there's people standing just about everywhere. The bar's full at the top there. Everybody's making plenty of noise, in for a good game. First quarter's been exceptional thus far. Just feeling each other out, like a couple of prize fighters. Not looking to show their hand too early. Trustham driving hard at the basket. Just stabs it off the top there, but Jenkins with a good rebound. Finds Trustham again. This time he gets it, no mistakes. Biggest lead of the game now, 4 points to the Crusaders. Backing him in, nice little bounce pass in and a good finish there.
Crusaders still with that slim 2-point lead, 11-9.
Another good rebound from Jenkins. And just ghost in to good positions there. Good thing when you're a bit more slight of build in that centre position and get those big guys.
Ellis. Patience and poise in the post there by Milburn. And just waited for the action to take place and found Ellis by himself underneath the rim.
Oh, Lawton. Nice touch there, adds another couple. 14-11 is the score here. Just under 2 minutes remaining, full in the first quarter. We can hear the crowd calling out defense. They're right into it already.
Turner. Jenkins again, he's just a machine on the boards tonight. Couldn't find the back end of that one.
Waratah bringing it back. Finds Rebellion to trust him. Now to Jenkins drives through. Nice work. Very well-timed run there for the centre for the Crusaders, just coming through the big man. Call the travel.
So Jenkins gets a well-earned rest after cleaning up on the glass. And the big fella checks in for the Central Coast Crusaders, number 15.
Timmy Garnes looking good. Just going to hold him out 45 seconds to a quarter time. 5-point lead to the Crusaders. So you can get another one or two here. They have plenty to think about going into the break, the Mustangs. And the crowd is starting to come into play here at Breakers Indoor Stadium.
Thomas Akamamoy also checked in. A few of these Central Coast Crusader boys were part of the Division 1 Youth League Men's Championship in 2018.
Yeah, nice one.
And they've moved up the ranks and now playing in the Champ Men.
Succession planning by a lot of clubs there. Strong across a couple of grades, which is fantastic to see.
Probably not where you want to see Ellis. Out on the perimeter, he needs to be inside the paint.
Absolutely.
Crusaders ball, 3 seconds. 3.1.
Got pickpocketed there by the smaller man. Timeout.
Crusaders in the draw on the play.
To the Crusaders, 3 seconds on the clock. It's all happening here, that's for sure. Plenty of great stuff going on tomorrow. We'll run through some of those games for you a little bit later on and throughout the rest of the coverage of this game.
So while we have this chance, Dave, we want to thank Basketball New South Wales. We'd like to thank a few of their official partners. New South Wales Office of Sport, Spalding, Carney Sports Marketing, the PCYC, Cedar College New South Wales, the Sydney Kings, the Sydney Uni Flames, and Allied Couriers. We'd like to thank those guys. Without those guys supporting Basketball New South Wales, we wouldn't be able to host events like this one, which is an absolutely cracker of a weekend, showcasing the best basketball in New South Wales across the state from teams that have travelled as far as Coffs Harbour in the north and Tamworth, inland, to as far down as far as Wagga Wagga down south, and then all the metropolitan associations that are here representing their clubs as well. So with 3.1 seconds to go, Coach Holback called the timeout to draw up the last second play. Let's see if the boys can execute this to a T.
Finds Trustham down low, snaps it
On
in,
the
spins
fade.
and shoots.
No good.
That's it. Don't know if that was what he planned, but why not have chance your arms? 4-point lead there for the Crusaders. 16-11 here. The Breakers. Mustangs got a little bit of work to do, just lost their way a little bit. We're running with them right through until the last few minutes of that quarter. But yeah, a couple of turnovers there certainly didn't help their cause. Not too far out of it though. If the worst we can say that the biggest leads are 4 or 5 points, it's going to be a good game. So plenty of time to get back into it there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, definitely. You know, as you know, like the first quarter is always those arm wrestles, and if the Mustangs can get themselves to settle into the offense and weather the defensive pressure that the Crusaders have applied, well, you might find that the game might even up a little bit more later in this game.
Yeah. We'll run through a couple of the games, so we've got an opportunity that will be on tomorrow, starting with the Division 2 Youth Men's. Coffs Harbour Suns, they will take on the Hornsby Green-Guy Spiders. That should be a pretty good game. In the Youth Women, the North Spears will play the Newcastle Hunters. Division 1 Men will see the out-of-towners, the Canberra Gunners Academy taking on the Tamworth Thunderbolts. 2 great games there over at Niagara Park. Got to see some of that on the streaming as well. And in the Division 1 Youth Men, it is the Penrith Panthers up against the Sydney Comets. East versus West in that one. That should be a beauty.
Absolutely, Dave. That'll be a real cracker. That's actually at the end of the final standings. I think that's actually 3rd versus 4th.
Yeah, good one. Well done to both teams for getting through over the opposition that was finished higher. You know it's going to be a good one when it is 3rd versus 4th, because they've both been pretty hungry throughout their finals campaign and really are putting it on the court. We're back on court now to get the second quarter underway.
The Mustangs are questioning the possession arrow. They got changed just there right on quarter time. The guy is explaining it to Coach Boyle. And we're underway.
Finds the count down low out to Trustham. Reuter there, just on the post there.
Waratah. Ellis picks up the foul there, just reaching in at the last second. Crusaders ball from the sideline.
Finds Ruder on the wings there inside to Lawton. And a couple of quick fouls there, just show where their head's at the moment, the Mustangs, I think. Second team foul, only 10 seconds into this quarter.
Yeah, it can make for a long quarter if they pick up another one. Closer to that 5 team fouls, which will then see the opposition go to the charity stripe from there on after. Truston picks up the boards. The Loudons miss free throw.
A little bit off there with that one. We had a better opportunity to move the ball inside. Some good positioning there by the big men for the Crusaders. Truston and Gunn.
Edwards into the post to Ellis.
He does his best work. Sam Huggins there. Won't be dishing out any hugs to the referees with that call. Really puts a lot of pressure on the Mustangs. 3 team fouls, and as you just mentioned, a little bit closer to 5, they'll be a little bit worried. I'm going to give away 3 points when it is still so close. For the charge there on Akamarmoy.
And the Akamarmoy trying to find his way to the hole, ran into a brick wall. Here comes Lockie Beavis. Give Samuel Huggins a little rest. Ellis in the post.
Nice bounce pass there.
Finds Beavis on the cut. And he's fouled. Time again.
Starting to go their way a little bit. That was a good call for the Mustangs. Probably needed that. Just to get their heads in shape. A couple of baskets here. Salvage a point, get them back, get their scoreboard heading north again.
Gets the 1 from 2. Substitutions. William Bates is checking in. The big fella, time again, gets a rest.
Balance there, Trustham handling the ball, finding Akamarmoy on the perimeter. Ruder taking on Ellis through to the basket. Calls in there for travel. Some little extra step. Taking over the point guard duties. I'm sure I was on the bench.
Milburn from triple.
Trusted again, bringing the ball up, finds Billiard, slows it up a little bit, lets everyone get into play and in position. Akamarmoy using the screen set there, taking Ellis on. Back to Ruder, sets himself. And banks it. Crusaders lead now by 8, 20-12. About 2.5 minutes into this quarter.
Milburn.
Milburn to settle down for the Mustangs.
Little short corner jumper.
And the Mustangs crowd calling on defence. They certainly need it. Just need to stem the scoring just a little bit. Oh, nice one.
Drop pass in there to Truston. McNulty, no good.
Just got a feeling here, Scotty, that the Crusaders are just on the precipice of going on a big run at the moment. I'm just worried if the Mustangs don't sort of calm things down and get control of the match themselves, or at least back on par by the end of the quarter with just under 7 to go, they could find a decent gap between them.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I think the better team right now is the Crusaders. They're showing that they've got the better form. And, yeah, as you said,
Mamo straight at the basket with that one. Goes to earn it there. Again, everything seems to be pointing in the Crusaders' direction early in this second quarter.
Shout out to those little floor wipers that have been here all day, Dave, working their little tails off.
Unbelievable, doing a fantastic job as well. They don't miss many spots at all. They're certainly eager to get out there and be part of the action.
The best seats in the house.
And when you're getting paid in cans of Coke and pies, mate, it is always a great job.
Absolutely. Throwing a bag of red frogs or two and it's all good.
That's it, just wind them up, get them excited for the game and send them home. That sounds like a great way to enjoy your Saturday night.
I think they run out of Coke and just gave them raspberry, mate.
Straight in, Ellis there.
Too big. Now Maitland extended their defence.
Oh, put a lot of pressure on there, get them right back into that back corner. Able to get out of there, the Crusaders.
Nearly got a backcourt violation there. Bit of pace.
Bounce pass into Reuter underneath, and yeah, does it.
Reuter in the keyhole, just unstoppable.
Ellis backing in again in the post. Finds the basket again, another 2 points. They're going to have to start looking to Ellis to make some more points on the inside paint. He hasn't missed too many thus far this game. Very around the 8-point mark, I think.
I've just had a message and a big shout out to Richard and Lynn Goodrum back home in Sydney watching this game, having a glass of red. Just sent me a message.
Oh, good baskets there.
Thomas Akamarmoy.
He's crept out to 10 points now, and again, it's starting to become a little bit worrying for the Mustangs.
Ellis going down low.
There's the foul, yeah, they're starting to look to him to get some more dominance there against a somewhat shorter Crusaders lineup. But just as we say that, Jenkins comes back in.
And, Tiger Cantor checks in, number 14, young Tiger. Played in the Division 1 Youth League this year for Maitland. Had some big games, 40-plus games.
Oh, that's what you need, a bit of an injection of points there and youth and excitement.
And hopefully you can bring some of that here tonight.
Absolutely, like a tiger, as they used to say, like a tiger.
Like a tiger. Put that tiger in your tank. Ellis hasn't been able to find it from the free throw line. He's 0 4 from there tonight. With 5 minutes to go. It looks like the Mustangs have gone into a matchup zone. Try and disrupt the Crusaders' offense.
He'll doing his job leading the Crusaders play into their big men there. Taking Cracknell straight into the Saul Timber of Ellis.
So Lawton and Truston come back. The little floor wipers are back out there again, getting the job done. Terrell Turner's back in. Been quite quiet tonight for the point guard.
Yeah, he has been a little bit. I was expecting some big things. He's been a fair whack of that second quarter on the bench. Well, he's picked up a little injury or something, but leave us there with the points.
Back to 8. And Mustangs continue in this zone.
Double team there, worked in that occasion. Ball just coming loose from the Rebellion.
Jack Edwards finding Ellis. Beavis.
Good offensive rebound there from Beavis. Doesn't get the basket to drop, but does go to the line. Puts them both on 14 fouls, so they're both in that situation with just over 4 minutes remaining in this quarter. He thinks the first one there. Brings it in a tag closer down to 7 points.
Two from 2. Back to 6, 28-22, Crusaders lead.
Close that gap a little bit and did threaten to blow out to a bit more than 10. They've done well to drag it back to Mustangs.
Playing this zone has sort of rattled them a little bit, the Crusaders.
They're spinning. They have to trust them all alone at the top.
Again, they come up with the stop.
Ellis finds with that little touch. Finds Turner.
Beavis.
Starts moving him out of the way. Isaiah Ellis there, thought he was at the Boxing Day sales, moving people out for all the discounts. Just got pinned for that one.
I think that's his third. He'll take a rest.
Team foul's been in that situation for a little bit, both teams. Sends them for 2 to the line.
Number 10, Riley Markovic, also played youth league this year for the Maitland Mustangs, getting some minutes. Ellis found himself in some foul trouble. And Billy can't find the first one. The Mustangs fans making some noise.
And he sinks that one. Down to 7 now, 29-22, 3.5 left on the clock. Well, there's a fair few Mustangs fans here. There's still plenty of people back in Maitland, no doubt. Plenty of people watching. Thanks for joining us. You just need to cheer a little bit louder for your team at the moment. Nice work from Turner. Hopping around like a little rabbit through all of that traffic. Managed to get those 2 points there. Draws it back to 5. Yeah, push there. Not much that Trustham could do. No malice in it at all. Just sort of had to protect himself. And Edwards bounced into him.
And, Mitch Rutter checks back in.
Crusaders went by 10. They're reducing to 3.
Yeah, he'll take that one each day.
Rolled off. Gets the user-friendly roll.
And gets the other one. Draws it to within 3 points. Just over 3 minutes remaining. They'll be happy that they've got it back to at least 3. And if they can get a little bit closer by the end of the quarter, I think they'll be heading into half-time in the change rooms. Pretty happy with that indeed. too easy for Ruta down low. Being past Beavis and putting the 2 points in. Kicks it back out to 5. 31-26. Oh, straight to Jenkins, too hard to get through. Long fingers just grabbing the ball middle of the air. Oh, almost up there. You almost got what you were come to see, ladies and gentlemen, but he just laid it off with that 2 points. Very delicate indeed. And one of the leading scorers for the Crusaders, Mitch Ruta, this year.
He goes back to back down the baseline. That must be his trademark move.
That's it. You think they'd clamp it down. Oh, trying to cancel there with the charge, was it? Riley Markovic 10, I think.
Jenkins, Monk.
8 seconds.
Very rare call you see in the game like this, a 3-second call.
I was going to say, you're going to have to get the feather duster and dust all the dust off that one. I haven't seen that one called in about 10 years at this level. Mind you, I haven't seen it called at lower levels either for quite a while either. So people enjoying their camping inside the key across the grades. Great block there. Turner knew he was in a bit of trouble, but they were able to get the ball back. Not too worried by it.
10-second shot clock.
Oh, turnover there. Cracknell just intercepting the pass before it even really come in.
Shots in position.
And Crusaders just getting that one. Good work by Cracknell to get the ball. And good work by Rebellion to hit that gap and take the points on. Got caught there. And we'll go to the line.
And a big shout out to Craig and Amy McGregor back there in Maitland, watching this game online. Cheering their beloved Stangers.
This one there to Rebellion, 34-26. This is the second one.
1-2.
I do get the ball back.
Timeouts to the Crusaders.
Timeout to the Crusaders. It is 34-26 here with just under 2 minutes remaining. And did you know, mate, that the Spalding official ball partner to Basketball New South Wales have a game ball available for you as a fan? Now, I know you love your basketball, but imagine having a game ball. How good would that be?
Absolutely, Dave. There's plenty of them on sale at the moment. We've put a bunch aside also for our sporting schools program.
Oh, fantastic.
So there's a whole bunch of balls available. We're not too far from Christmas. I think we're about 100 and odd days away.
Yeah, nobody's who's counting, but yeah, it's not too far away. But it's a great Christmas present there for the youngsters who dream of playing at this level. You can grab those at www.bnsw.com.au. Grab one, come here next year, get all the stars to sign it, and you can put it in a glass cabinet, and you will have those memories for a lifetime.
Absolutely, Dave.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't even have to get it dirty on the court. You just leave it. I think that's the best way to do it. Now, speaking of people further afield watching the game, Maitland, we've heard from Sydney. A little bit earlier, I checked some of the comments on the feed today. Singapore was as far as I'd seen. I'd seen someone from Singapore and someone over in Texas as well. So,
yeah, and we had one on one of my games earlier from Canada.
Yeah, nice.
So it's great that with this technology today that we can stream this to anywhere in the world and allow people to watch it wherever they may be.
Yeah, fantastic. And they might not even know any of the players, or any of the teams, but they certainly know their basketball and they love it.
So we're back in the action with 1:50 to go.
Almost safe hands to be in. Ruda there, hard at the ball. Jack Edwards down, holding just the top of his ankle there.
Ruda took a bit of a hard fall there, and
full sub by the looks of it there. Jack Edwards limping to the baseline.
That'll be a sore loss for them. He's been controlling the tempo in the point guard spot for him.
Edwards comes off. We hope he's okay. Looks like an ankle.
They'll make their changes and have a look at him, get the physio and the medical staff to have a look at him. Bit of magic spray. Could be all he needs, but we'll see what happens.
Back in our day, Dave, it would have been a bucket and a bottle of green ginger wine maybe in it, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing that bottle of Stones would never have fixed.
That was a long time ago, so don't recommend that. Don't do that. Don't try that at home, kids.
Absolutely not. Don't try it at all, I'd say. Yeah.
Yes.
Even if you are old enough.
Good hands there from Rebilliard, just tips it out. Cuts off the momentum that they were looking for. Maitland Mustangs just trailing by 8 points at the moment. By no means out of it, it's looking a little flat, and I don't think that injury will help with their mentality. Could draw them together as they head into half-time. A bit of a circuit breaker, a bit of a run going.
Plus them on. Loughton with the rebound.
Using Ruda well as a screen there, gets it out to Rebilliard to bring her around. Any time in the shot clock. Cracknell, Ruda, shot from there before and gets it again. Another 3 points there, just kicks it out to 11. Snaking under a minute
in the
there.
last minute. Mustangs will be looking to get a score here so they can just stay in touch going into the halftime break. Crusaders are playing a little bit of their own tactics on Maitland.
Oh, he's got him there for the double dribble. Not a great deal of height on the Mustangs team at the moment. Pretty balanced right across the all positions. The Crusaders still have Jenkins in there. Some good points early. Always dangerous in the paint there.
We're in the post, in the
Down.
Jenkins.
There he goes. Looking pretty good.
Still two.
Oh, and on the defensive end as well. Well done. Callum Jenkins.
Just sort of snuck away in this last minute.
Yeah.
A couple of big baskets, a couple of crucial turnovers from the Mustangs.
That's it. They were looking like they were going to bring it in nice and close, but it has kicked away. Closest 3 points only about a minute and a half ago.
Less than 10 seconds to go. Milburn forces up a three. Turner.
Gets that one.
That was a well-needed one too, Dave, I think so. Puts them only down by 10 going into the major break here.
Yeah, Milburn was looking and milking for that foul on the three-point line, but they got it back, and Turner did it. So 39-29 to the hometown team. They're strutting into the change room there, looking pretty happy with that half of basketball. The Mustangs, well, just looking a little bit like they've got a few things to have a think about and a few things to have a chat about. We'll let them do that. But Basketball New South Wales is excited to announce the continuation of the Sydney Kings HSC program for 2020, which is delivered in partnership with Cedar College and the Sydney Kings. The program is aimed at years 11 and 12, and the students will get to combine their studies, their HSC studies, within sport and community settings. So if you're heading into those crucial years of school and you're a basketballer with some renown, get involved. Why not learn more at www.cedarcollege.nsw.edu.au. Just before we take a break, mate, how are you seeing it after the first half? Crusaders very, very strong there, just steady as well. The Mustangs started strong and then just faded a little bit as the half wore on.
Yeah, look, I think the Mustangs changed their defence there late in that second quarter, and they went into a match-up zone. which rattled the Crusaders there for a little while, and that's where they managed to draw it back. But probably, you know, for the Mustangs, probably stayed in it just a little bit too long.
Yep.
Crusaders got a little bit more comfortable with it and found some easy baskets on the baseline with Mitch Ruder and Callum Jenkins finishing off down through the keyhole a couple of times. So, look, to be 10 down, if I'm the coach of the Mustangs, you'd be pretty happy with that quarter. It was looking like it was going to blow out, but anything that's around 10 points is gettable. So for them, they just need to settle in, find the open man, and play more of the team game rather than trying to go individual.
Yeah,
trying to win
so.
this thing.
Yeah, I think so. And with Jack Edwards hobbling off, they've got a lot of work to do in the second half. So we'll leave it till we'll be back very soon for the second half of semi-final number 2 in the championship. Men's Manly Warringah Sea Eagles are already there. Who will join them? Will it be the Crusaders? Will it be the Mustangs? We'll find out more in about 10 minutes. We're getting back to the action here at Breakers Indoor Stadium on the Central Coast. Semi-final number 2 for the championship men. It is the Central Coast Crusaders, the hometown team, leading the Maitland Mustangs from just up the highway, 39-29. It's been a pretty decent half thus far. We've got another half of basketball to go to see who will join the Manly Warringah Seagulls in the grand final tomorrow. It is an absolute, an absolute cracker of a match. The crowd is right behind it, both the Mustangs and the Crusaders. Very vocal right across it, joined by Scotty Balsar in the commentary booth for this one. Just drumming up some stats there, but across the board, just loosely, a lot of work needs to be done by the Mustangs. Their big three have been a little bit quiet for them, but for the Crusaders, Ruda has been fantastic there. I would say he'd be leading Mitchell Ruda, the Crusaders in scoring. Not far behind would be Aaron Leighton as well. Lawton.
Yeah, not too far off it, mate. Though Ruda has 15 at the half, and then you've got Callum Jenkins, Loughton, both on 6. And for the Mustangs, they've got a big spread of scorers, but Ellis has 8, Turner has 7, and Milburn has 5.
Yeah. Quick update to the injury there in the first half. Late in that first half to Jack Edwards from the Maitland Mustangs. Paramedics are looking at him at the moment, just wrapping him up there and making sure his injury is on ice. Haven't seen that magic green pen yet, so hopefully it is all good. Certainly are going to the nth degree to make sure that he is okay. I doubt he will be back for this one, based on what we can see on the far side of the court. Nice work from Ruda there.
Turner on the break.
Nice drive, just not high enough. Pressured all the way there by Lawton. It's out to him, spins into traffic. Spins into his own player. Turner finds it. Oh, just over the back there.
And Cracknell got assessed with the foul. That's his second. Turner will shoot the 2 shots.
Turner's got 2 shots.
Will be quiet for one of their on-court leaders. For mine, actually, Terrell Turner. And hopefully the second half he shows his class. He'll put in a bit of extra effort with Edwards on the sideline, injured. Take a little bit of leadership for the Stangs.
Short on both those. And Rebellion cleans up the rebound.
About looking back court for the Crusaders with Rebellion and Lawton directing traffic. First point of call. Mitchell Ruda there.
Jenkins on the fade. Rebellion picks up the scraps. And they'll set it up again for another roll. Turnover by Cracknell. Ellis on the break.
That was a must-foul situation. You don't want to get yourself into those.
Ruda fouled him. So Ellis hasn't been able to make baskets in the free throw tonight. That'll be his first.
He's in 9 points. Don't want to get into double figures.
So we've got a shout out all the way from the US.
From the US.
So AJ Lawton's younger brother, shout out to King Al Harrington. He's in the US watching the game tonight. So a big shout out to him. So we've got viewers again from overseas.
Right across the world, good drive there on that wing from Rebellion. Ollie Rebellion straight in. 2 points there, maintains that lead for the Crusaders at 10.
Cracknell with a steal.
Nice quick hands there. Ruda
on the layup.
Good work. They're running the court as a team there, the Crusaders.
Seems to me they've lost their way a little bit now. They've lost Edwards.
Yeah.
He was sort of controlling it a little bit for him. We'll get Jenkins for a foul there, just holding him in the post.
Hold and just get him a little bit of a tweak there, just pulled him off balance. But again, the size of Ellis really means that you've got to work and use every trick in your arsenal. Put him off his game. He gets on a roll. As a defensive player, you are in a lot of trouble.
Milburn, tough shot.
Work from Daniel there.
Ruder on the bounce.
Oh.
A few words exchanged there between Milburn and Ruder, but I think it was all fun. They played together for many years. When Ruder was first come here to Australia, he established himself in Maitland.
Mm-hmm.
So there would have been a bit of friendly banter there between the two. Nothing too serious. Ruder, 1 for 2.
Kicks it out to 11 points, 44-33, 7:20 on the clock. Milburn drives,
Tough
gets that basket and draws the foul. Nice strong basket there. More of that from the Mustangs. Yes, please. I'm sure the coach is saying.
Jenkins picked up another foul.
Yeah, puts him right on 4 fouls there. 14 fouls, 7:15 remaining in this quarter. That unwanted attention. It does come to the line. So much so, Jenkins is coming off.
McGann checks in.
And also accountable for Rebellion.
Marmoy back into it as well. Plenty of hustle in the first half.
Again, has the ball stripped away from him.
Turner finds Ellis. Ellis looking to set the screen for Milburn. Both sides there, inside.
Little one-step fade away. Ellis.
Gets a deck again. Few stumbles there, just getting caught on a few people's feet.
Again, got the foul.
Now pushing fouls is to again his second. 5 team fouls. Minutes in bonus for the Mustangs.
Just making sure the right person gets to the line for that those extra shots.
A little bit of a discussion there of what was happening.
Yeah, Isaiah Ellis sort of went to his natural position, when it comes to free throws, just on the line there. And the Mustangs are glad he got up to the charity stripe there and took that. Since the first one, just bounces off that second one though.
Loughton comes up with a rebound. Or Lawton, sorry. Kamamoy.
Nice one there. Sends it back to 10 points. Milburn looking for open player, finds it.
McNaughty can't make it.
Just been able to score when they want to. The Crusaders haven't really been tested too much. Offensive foul there, big block, big charge, sorry.
Time again.
Again, big body coming through. Small braking circle for a big fella like that.
Yeah.
Forward momentum, it'd be hard to pull up in time when running through traffic, I think.
6 fouls to 1 this quarter.
Still plenty of noise from both fan bases here. Maitland team's gone a little bit quiet. The Crusaders fans making plenty of noise. Milburn again.
Tough shot. Let's keep him in touch,
points.
Dave Milburn.
Yeah.
If he's taken a bit of control of this game since they lost Edwards.
Adding a few points to that one, probably his third basket or so this quarter alone. Big screen there from McGann. It's his own rebound, Ritter. Kicks it back out. They reset with 11 on the shot clock. Marmoy just coming at him head height. Hard to control. Not much room for error either. Number 7, Billy Bates joins in the action on court. No, that's not his socks. That is a very, very decent leg sleeve tattoo there. Billy Bates, well done. Pretty sharp.
Milburn just controlling the tempo and finding a way to get himself to the rim. Picking up a foul there.
He's decided to take the Mustangs with him, Milburn.
He's riding with them on his shoulders at the moment.
Gets that one in.
Keeping him in touch. Back to 6.
Haven't been able to get in front since the very first quarter. The Mustangs have been playing catch up since. We're starting to bring it a little bit closer. To get some of their big guns making big contributions. Marmoy finds Ruder. Ruder again. He's got the hot hand. Leads all scorers at the moment.
Well, they think they've got the answer. Rudy comes down and nails a 3.
He's got that good combination of what you want in most basketballs. He's got height, he's got size, and he's got accuracy as well, and some skills on the ball.
Turner drawing the foul.
That's on 8.
There's a foul on Rebellia there. He's done pretty well for it to be his first personal this far into the game. He's certainly not shying away from the activity and where the ball is.
Turner can't capitalise on that call. He misses the first. And misses the second.
Yeah, really needed that just to shore it up again. It's just kicked back out to 9 points. After that route of 3, 49-40, with just on 4 minutes remaining in this quarter. Marmoy trying to get through that big traffic. Huggins got a piece of it, so the Crusaders will get the ball back. Rebellia looking for the open player. Finds Bates, gives it back to him. Clears some space for himself and runs into the Ellis Tower, as it were.
Scored the foul on Milburn.
Losing his hands there. Starting to get that confused look. The Mustangs, a couple of calls not going their way. They're starting to look around at each other. Who's going to take it forward for them and bring them back on track?
So Lockie Beavers checked in there to give McNaughty a rest.
So no one out there with those that fire in their eyes for the Mustangs at the moment. Flaring nostrils yet. Going through the motions, you're just hoping that something turns their way, but they've got to make it happen, I think. Riley Markovic back into the fray for the Mustangs.
Huggins picked up his 4th foul just then. And he must have got a bit of a niggling injury at the same time. And McGann makes the first.
Moves back out to 10 points. The Crusaders doing in a bit of a canter at the moment. Really haven't been put into 3rd or 4th gear yet. Good rebound there from Ellis. Strong. Drives too hard at the basket. Need to start looking for him inside a little bit more. The Mustangs, I think, draws the foul there. He's been hot and cold from the stripe tonight. Probably a good tactic and a safe tactic by the Crusaders.
9th foul of the quarter for the Crusaders.
Makes the first. Feel a bit of the cold air settling in, Dave.
Yeah.
Here on the coast, in the valley here.
Yeah, that coastal air indoors starting to cool down just a little bit.
Mustangs ball.
After what has been a beautiful day, not only on court but around the region. People travelling up. I heard outside some of the people from Canberra saying, geez, I wish it was this nice down that neck of the woods.
Beavis.
Good work, Beavis.
So, looks like just having a quick look over there at young Jack Edwards. He was sucking on the green stick.
The green pen's out, yeah. Well, hopefully he'll get, he is too. He'll get the attention that he needs. He'll be enjoying it at the moment.
He's loving the stick. Wonderful things, those things.
Unbelievable.
Relief of the pain straight away.
Yeah. And when it comes to realisation, the extent of his injury, he won't be so happy.
Absolutely.
He won't be so happy heading into 3/4 time with the Mustangs trailing by 6, but still just haven't had that run that they need. Oh, nice big three there. Bates, nice turnover there. Good steal. Those young players that you mentioned coming through from last year, they're starting to, really crank it up for the Crusaders.
And shine.
They want to run. They ball down court and score those points.
Billiards.
Nice it again. Starting to find their range from outside the Crusaders. It's going to be a tough couple of minutes here for the Mustangs. They need to stem some of these points. Those only kicked out to 10, but 2 big threes. Certainly get inside your brain.
So that puts the Crusaders over the legal limit. Turner hasn't been able to convert from the free throw line, I think, at all tonight, Dave.
Yeah.
He's been short every single time. Let's see what the commentator's curse is. There it is.
No, that's all safe there. Yeah, you just think found it very difficult to find the basket. Even on a couple of layups there, he was just hitting it into the front of the rim. And just not getting the height that he needed to get those baskets in. That one goes in okay, but it certainly took a long way around. Driving in, finding Rebellion on that wing.
8 seconds. Ruta from deep.
Markovic gets that ball back. Turner takes off, using his speed across court. Finds Milburn. Turner again.
Bates will pick up another foul. I think that's his third. Puts him over the, as I said before, over the legal limit. Puts Turner back at the free throw line. Yeah. Look, if I'm the Crusaders now, that's not a bad foul.
Yeah, exactly.
Turner hasn't been able to convert from there, Dave. So, you know, if I'm coaching, then we can foul him every time. At some stage, he might come good, but right now, you know, he hasn't been able to buy too many baskets in that.
He gets one there. They're certainly putting some of their big players on that charity stripe, making them work for it. Ellis is the same, hasn't been too flash on that line. They certainly are working for a pretty safe bet though. This time he gets 2. Brings it back to 9 points. Still trail with 1:40 remaining in this quarter. It's starting to set itself up nicely for the Crusaders. 11 and a half minutes, a long time in basketball. Jenkins unable to get through the tall timber of Ellis. Finds
punched into Milburn.
Oh, good basket.
Easy 2 over the top. Just keeping him in touch. He's been good this quarter.
Oh, you can hear the crowd. Milburn was looking for the push there, blew up and earned the tech. Slapping the floor there. Showing in dissent with the referee and the lack of that call. The crowd has gone crazy for it.
Stangers were not happy with that. Ruta misses.
They
miss that and then they get the ball back, so.
Under the new FIBA rule, that's how that works. They take it back to the other end and administer it from there.
All the way back. Against the deck, Trustin getting the ball, clear run down.
In the post of Jenkins.
Jenkins looking for some movement, help him out. Doesn't need it. Managed to circle around Ellis there for the 2 points.
We're under a minute to go in the third here, and the Crusaders have pushed themselves back out to 9. Mustangs really have to beat us for 3.
And nails it.
Keeping them in touch, Dave. That's only 6 points now. This is going to be a real cracker of a finish here tonight.
Yeah, he's doing okay from outside the arc, Beavis. Certainly helping the Mustangs stay in touch as we head into the break for the third quarter. 20 seconds remaining. Oh, and a charge against the Crusaders. A bit of a momentum shift there off the back of that 3 from Beavis. 18 seconds remaining in this quarter.
Jenkins is third.
20 seconds to go. Can bring this back to 4 or can bring it back to 3.
Under 10 seconds now, 7 remaining. Ball's the Turner. Finds Beavis. Yeah, not the best play.
There we have it. Three-quarter time here at the Breakers Stadium. This sees the home team, the Central Coast Crusaders, with a slim lead of 6 points, 58-52 going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they would have hoped that it would have been a little bit bigger after getting out to close to 10 to 12 to 13 points there at some points. But the Mustangs are holding on. They've lost one of their key playmakers just before the break. But they've regrouped a little bit. Milburn stepping up and getting some good points. And Beavis as well from outside. Very, very strong. It really is going to be a barnstorming finish here in this game. Now, just to tell you who is playing tomorrow, we got to the Division 1 youth men. Division 1 women will see the Wagga Wagga Blaze, last year's champions, take on the Coffs Harbour Suns. 1v2, they're two of the top teams in that competition going head-to-head, so that's going to be a good one. Championship women is going to be another beauty. Newcastle Hunters up against the Canberra Nationals, and we know that in the championship men, it's the Manly Warringah Seagulls waiting for the winner of this game. It is all happening at Breakers Indoor Stadium tomorrow. Now, Sunday during half-time, the Championship Men's Grand Final, halfway through it. Make sure you tune in because Basketball New South Wales will be announcing the 2019 Basketball New South Wales Hall of Fame inductees. What a fantastic honour that will be for those who do get selected, and they will be, they'll be fated at the 2019 Basketball New South Wales Hall of Fame dinner, which will be held on Saturday the 2nd of November at Bridges Mount Panorama. Now you can grab your tickets, they're on sale now. Just head on over to www.bnsw.com.au/state conference to learn more and secure your spot. We're heading back into the final quarter here of Championship Men's. It is going to be a real humdinger. Only 6 points in it. The hometown Central Coast Crusaders looking to book their place in the grand final against the Seagulls. The Maitland Mustangs, they've got 10 minutes to show that, they're the ones worthy of going through. They're playing pretty hard thus far. Staying in touch without setting the lights on fire here. The Crusaders starting to know that they are in a game. Been coasting right through until this point. But Scotty, it is going to be BIG as I see you eyeing some of the snacks there in the corporate area.
Mate, it wouldn't be nice, mate. I'm a bit hungry. It's been a long day, Dave, right?
It certainly has. It'll be a long day again tomorrow. Plenty of great food here put on by the association. So make sure you get on down here if you're in the region. It is going to be an absolute bell ringer of a day.
Bates is grinding himself through. Ellis comes up with it with the long arms.
Milburn pulls it up, 3 sets, finds Ellis on the inside, bit of a mismatch there, against space, but it works for his.
Got him for a jump ball.
It's to his advantage there, the jump ball. Mustangs get it back. Man Milburn again. Screen set by Markovic. Goes the through, takes the bump, gets the baskets.
Milburn just finding a way. Bringing it back to 4 points now, Dave.
Yeah, Milburn is certainly showing them the way. A couple of other players are starting to follow him too. They're starting to believe the Mustangs, I think. Well, that doesn't help. Trust him.
Just when you think you've found a way, they come back and hit that.
Yeah, some good shooting from outside for the Crusaders. Bates, Ruder, Trustham, Rebillard. They can all shoot from now downtown. Lawton, they're all capable. Oh, good bounce pass inside.
Ruder fouled.
His second foul. Ball bounces in eventually. Looks like Markovic has just let his breath out as well, holding his breath while that one went through.
The grin on Mitch Ruder's face there.
A little bit more direct in that second one. Within 5 now, the Mustangs, 61-56. Justin's had a good game coming off the bench. And to contribute quite strongly. Good baskets by their star player, Ruda, leading all scorers. Gets the and one as well. It'd be 25, close to 30 points, I'd imagine. Getting into this last quarter, had a good couple of just chipping away.
Looks like the Crusaders are going to trap out of this in a 2-1-2.
Things that 3-point play for the Crusaders. Gives them an 8-point lead.
Milburn gets a rest. Here they come in the run and jump.
Oh, just shipping him over the line there. That sideline, double teamed Turner there, and the sideline became the third man, and he got him. Put his foot right on the line there. Right in front of our commentary position here at Breakers Indoor Stadium. Done particularly well shutting down Turner tonight, the Crusaders. Trust him. Driving hard.
Crucial turnover. Timeout called by the Maitland Mustangs here at the Breakers Stadium, where the Crusaders have taken a 10-point lead, 66-56.
One of those schoolyard errors as well there by the Mustangs. Just breached the line there as he was passing on the inbound pass. One of those things you learn in your first couple of weeks of basketball training. Just make sure you don't put foul in that regard.
Dave, did you know that the Active Kids voucher from the 1st of July, they've released a second bout of the Active Kids vouchers?
Yeah, the second one, that sounds fantastic. Great way for kids to get into sport and helping parents with their costs.
Yeah, definitely. So parents, guardians and carers can apply for the second Active Kids voucher, which is valued at $100. And you can redeem your Active Kids voucher with any of our affiliated associations in New South Wales. So contact your local basketball association to learn a little bit more.
Yeah, super simple and a great way to keep the costs down, especially with insurance and those kind of things coming out of your main registration. It's always important. Make sure you are covered before you hit the court. As you can see, those injuries can happen just about any time to anyone. Plenty of noise here at the indoor stadium, Central Coast. Seems that some of the Crusaders fans have cleaned out some of the pots and pans section of the op shop. Fantastic. Plenty of great noise there.
Much to the disgust of our cameraman by the looks of it. They're right beside him.
Exactly. He needs those to cook his noodles. Big shout out to Noodles down there as well. Down the Illawarra and the Wollongong.
William Bates picks up his foul, and Milburn has a quick rest.
Yeah, not much of a rest for Daniel there. Oh, misses that. Needed to get one of those, just giving that a little bit of confidence.
Absolutely, missed both those. It'll be costly.
They're starting to come into play here. The Crusaders fans are starting to get a bit more vocal. They're starting to do the math as well. 10-point lead, just under 8 minutes remaining. They're liking their chances. They like it even more after that foul call.
That will be his fourth foul.
Yeah, Isaiah Ellis there. Strong rebound, plenty of attention there. Gets it out to Turner.
A big shout out to all our online viewers, Dave, that have joined us today.
Yeah.
In the live stream, and especially those that are watching from afar tonight as these two great teams go head to head.
Yeah, they say soccer is the world game, but basketball isn't too far off.
Yeah, well, the basketball motto is everyone's game. And the foul will be assessed there to Mitch Ruder. Backing him out, picked up his third personal. And we see Samuel Huggins back into the game after he copped his fourth foul and a slight twinge in the knee.
Yeah, he's just got to be solid, look after himself over the next 7.5 minutes, Huggins. He's vital to their chances. Hasn't done anything spectacular, but they need all of the experienced bodies that they can out there, the Mustangs. Subs there. Jenkins back in for Bates. Ruka Marmoy coming in as well.
Ruder to the bench. Picked up his fourth personal just then.
He deserves a rest. He's been doing the bulk of the scoring, leading the Crusaders very ably. See why he made it into the All-Star 5 this year. In Championship Men's Division. Terrell Turner there looking for that screen by Ellis, finds it. Runs into traffic though.
Yeah, so Ruder takes a well-earned rest. He's played 30 minutes, scored 24 points, shooting at 50% from the field at 9 of 18. So yeah, it's a pretty solid effort.
Yeah, very good, leading all scorers at the moment as well. Turner got called there for the charge. They're just not going their way at the moment, the Mustangs. Everything they try seems to be met with strong resistance from the Crusaders. Oh, Crusaders fans are starting to stamp their feet now. They're starting to like their chances getting into that grand final tomorrow. Oh, just round and round and round there.
Nearly went in. Did everything but go through the net.
Yeah. Oh, Mustangs fans sitting there a little bit startled. Basically from the after the first 5-6 minutes, it's been all Crusaders. They've been close. They just haven't been able to breach them and get in front throughout the remainder of the game. Still got 6.5 minutes though, Scotty. Only behind by 10.
So yeah, 10 points is nothing. 20 points is nothing in a game like this with 6.5 minutes to go. Milburn. He's missed the last 3 that he's taken from there. It's a little bit unusual and out of sync for him. Polishes that last one off. And the Maitland Mustangs extend their defense up the floor.
Oh, it doesn't matter where they put it. Aaron Lawton, he just ran past all of them. They could have been waiting for him out of the car park. It wouldn't have mattered. He would have found his way straight to the basket there. 68-57, just over 6 minutes remaining. Crowd erupted with that one. Strong
Ellis on the rebound. Milburn
again. And close checking there by Rebellion after the shot. Nothing illegal in it, despite the protestations of the Mustangs bench. Referees didn't see anything as play on.
Little mid-range there.
Oh, Trumpton strong.
11 points now. The Mustangs need to make a run here. Milburn can't make that. Ellis. Stripped away. Turner comes up with it.
Foul called against him. Jenkins.
Against number 20. Lawton picked up the foul there.
Lawton there on the way through. Yeah, it's all well and good for the Mustangs to look and need that run, but no one's really put their hands up. Melbourne is the only one who seems to be scoring consistently over the last couple of quarters.
The Crusaders have done a great job with the two imports in Ellis and Terrell Turner to slow them down and limit their touches and limit their chances. And again, short on the rim for Turner.
Oh, just comes across the face of the basket there. Certainly needed that. Score remains 70-59, just on 5 minutes remaining.
Well, he's sitting on 3 of 10 from the free throw line.
Oh, good work. Finds that inside man. Finds Jenkins there. Draws the foul.
That'll be Huggins' last. Oh no, he hasn't caught it on Huggins.
I think it's Melbourne by the looks of it.
Caught on Lockie Beavis. Huggins survives another day, or another 4.5 minutes, you would hope.
Yeah, he's looking very ginger though, Huggins.
Yeah.
He's making up the numbers at the moment. Jenkins has had a solid game today on the defensive and offensive end. Certainly got the better of his direct opposite, Isaiah Ellis there. Good feather for his cap.
Well, he has 8 points at the moment in 22.5 minutes of gameplay.
He's strong defensive in his rebounding as well.
Who we haven't seen for a little while is young Cracknell, who started the game. He's been sitting for a long time, but this Crusaders group's been able to get it done. Without him, but
Melbourne there nearly lost it, just off the knee of
Akabamoy.
Yeah. Strong again to the basket, Melbourne. Just come off Truston. Mustangs get the ball back. Starting to run out of a little bit of time there. Fans can sense it.
The Mustangs need to find a way to get some stops against this lethal offensive unit of the Crusaders, and then convert at the other end themselves. They haven't been able to do, but Beavis has come in. He's hit a couple tonight. Can't find that one.
He's on track with that one. Come out of the hands okay, but just a little long. Need an unsung hero to step up and hit a few of those. Really give them hope.
Two shots. Good possible.
Ruta checks back in.
Yeah, you want him there at the end, that's for sure. Too much experience to leave on the bench. Especially one you want to, finish the opposition off. And drive those final nails into their season.
So Lawton hits the first.
Turner finds Melbourne in a scrap on the ball there. A little bit like the Wallabies versus the All Blacks down there on the ground fighting for it.
Looks like Cracknell's going to come back. just as we spoke a while ago.
There he is.
He's given Trustham a bit of a rest. A well-earned rest. He's been solid for him. The Mustangs need to really do something between here and now. With 4 minutes 13 remaining. And they're trailing 72-59.
Here's Cracknell there, getting it back to Lawn to the top, opening it right up, plenty of movement there.
And the Mustangs have reverted back to their zone.
Yeah, and they're starting 5 as well, so bringing on the experienced guns to round this one out and close it out.
Whistle the goal, 9 seconds to shoot.
Lobs that over to Lawton.
Step back.
And nails it. Starting to smile, the team.
And Milburn finds a way.
Earned plenty of points driving hard to that basket. Certainly paid off for him throughout the game.
And trail by 14. It's under 3.5 to go. Jenkins looking to shake it.
There's a mismatch against Huggins in that foul trouble. Does well, Huggins straight up and down. Puts the ball back, finds Turner. Beavis. Beavis. Against the Melbourne. Spinning pass for Billiard. There's a foul off in there. It's been a good clash when those two have come head to head and face to face. Melbourne and Rebellion.
Yeah, Rebellion's a tenacious defender and renowned for his defence. So that's a great matchup, and Milburn's had to earn every point tonight. Every point that he's gone to the basket, he's had to earn tough. He's either had Tom Akamamoy on him, who's another great defender, or he's had Rebellion in his face.
Yeah, real tradesman performance there from Melbourne. Still in it, drop that second one.
Down by 12, 3 to go.
Outside there from Morton. Back to the top for Rebellion. Closing his options off there. Getting him onto his right hand. There's Cracknell.
Ruda through the keyhole.
Long way to go there with only a few seconds remaining, and certainly got there and delivered the points. Having a whale of a game for the Crusaders. Big factor in their success tonight.
Okay, timeout on the floor called by the Crusaders, who are leading 77-63. 2.5 minutes to go. What's the call, Dave? Who's it going to be?
I think at this moment I'm going to stick with the safe one and go with the Crusaders, 77-63. 2.5 minutes, it seems a long way for the Mustangs. Now, Scott, you'd be like me. You would have had hoop dreams when you were growing up.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Still do.
Exactly. So do I. I'm waiting for that growth spurt to head into the NBA myself. At 46, I don't think it is coming. But if you have hoop dreams, well, Dream Hoops is for you. Round 2 is just open. It is a program launched earlier this year to help kids in need while learning valuable life skills. It is a fantastic one. You can always find out more at www.bnsw.com.au/dreamhoops. And you can find out when and what you need to do. Funding closes for round 2 on the 4th of October 2019, which isn't too far away.
Yeah, what a great initiative. We helped out a lot of kids in the first round of the Dream Hoops. And this second round is about to be launched. And if you're struggling with financially to pay some rep fees or pay your fees at your local association, your local association can help you with this. They'll give you a letter of support. We had over 150 submissions in the first round.
Yep.
So we're expecting more in this round, but it's opening soon, and it's an opportunity for kids in need to get some money to help them with their Dream Hoops.
Yeah, fantastic.
We're back at the action, and Ellis is at the charity stripe. He hits the first to bring it back to 13. gets a user-friendly roll to get it back to 12. And once again, the Mustangs extend their defence up the floor, looking to run and jump. I'm not too sure they can rattle these guards of the Crusaders, who've done it with ease tonight in bringing the ball up the floor.
Yeah, it's been safe in a couple of their hands as well, Rebellion and Lawton in particular, and Cracknell's done pretty well as well, getting the ball to where it needs to. Charge there from Rebellion. Just put the brakes on a little bit too late. Getting out there just on 2 minutes and 9. They're starting to look pretty happy. The crowd's looking happy. The Mustangs fans aren't looking that happy. You can see a few of them on the far side on their phones. See a few Crusaders fans on their phones over here. Just cancelling plans tomorrow. I think they might have a date here at the Breakers Indoor Stadium.
3:30 tip-off it will be.
Milburn again in the thick of the action for the Mustangs.
Cracknell picks up his 4th foul there with that little brush. Milburn at the charity stripe. Milburn brings it back to 10 again with 1:57 to go.
Start hitting them though if they
again,
want to be
we're up the floor.
Again, getting it down there to Cracknell on his own. Plenty of time to find Jenkins. Just to get Ellis in the air. Little touch to it, takes it out over to get the ball back.
Nakamamoy's checking in, Cracknell to check out. Sub for a sub. Both great defenders, so not going to lose anything here when bringing Nakamamoy back in.
Look to save Cracknell for tomorrow by the looks of it, just starting to manage his team. Feel pretty confident over there. And the Crusaders bench.
And going into Ruda.
Ruda back in, back out. Just didn't pay off there.
Ruda turnover.
Yeah. Minute 30 remaining. Might start thinking about what happens tomorrow, where they want to be.
Into Ellis.
Another strong inside double team.
Milburn for the triple.
Milburn, nice shooting.
Back to 7.
Lawton on his own there on that far side. Back to Rebellion. Joins him in the middle of the court.
27.
Marmoy takes it on one-on-one. Oh, gets the block. Draws the blocking foul. McAnulty there.
Last week the Mustangs shot the ball at a high rate of 62% against the Comets to win that preliminary knockout final. I wouldn't say they've shot at that percentage tonight.
No.
Against a great defensive team like the Crusaders, who have really done their homework and you know, limited the touches of the imports. Back to 9. And 1:04 to go.
Yeah, they've done a good job, the Crusaders, in keeping everybody in check right across the team. Even when they changed it up with Tiger Cantor coming on, they certainly didn't help there. Markovic was able to help up. Beavis got a few points, but then they were able to put the clamps back on him again. And they've really been very workmanlike throughout this one, getting the points and doing what they need to do here at Breakers Indoor Stadium as they look at making the next step into the grand final.
Yeah, look, and while we've got this chance, we want to thank some of our official partners and our official apparel supplier to Basketball New South Wales, which is CSM, Carney Sports Marketing. All our officials and our referees and our volunteers, our bench officials, they have all been decked out by CSM, and they all look great. So yeah, if you're an association out there looking to get some new uniforms for season 2020, and come on board and check out CSM by visiting Basketball New South Wales at bnsw.com.au and go into our online store, and you'll be able to see what's on offer.
What's on offer? Nothing more exciting than the beginning of a basketball season and seeing what the new uniforms are for that season. I'm known to sleep in my new uniform each year when I first get it.
Milburn.
Strong again, Milburn, taking it to the rack. He's been very good at getting the defender on the back foot there and pressing his advantage to the hoops. Might be a little too late. There's only 7 points in it. Just under a minute to go.
Milburn's got 29, so he leads all scorers. Mustangs need to show a bit of urgency and get after this.
Yeah, just keep finding the open man there, moving the ball around however they want.
Here we go.
Milburn again, takes it down. He's got to drive to the basket. He wants to foul.
That'll be Ruder's 5th foul.
That's it. He's done well tonight. He's certainly led the way for the Crusaders. Been instrumental in their success throughout the year and in this game.
Finishes the game with 26 points.
A real crowd favourite.
7-point game. Milburn is on the line. He made his last 2.
Milburn, this is
Commentator's curse. Probably need to make both these to keep it intact.
oh. Just throws it up to see the writing on the wall, I think.
And 25 seconds to go. You think that the guys will be able to finish this off? Travelling.
Travel. Timeout, Mustangs.
Coach Boyle wants to talk about it, draw up the play. Maybe get a 3-point play here, then get a steal or get a foul, stop the clock.
He's got to dig deep into his playbook there. He is the coach of the year for 2019, but yeah, he's going to need all his experience in cutting there. Plenty of texture on the whiteboard. You can hear the crowd starting to cheer them home. The Crusaders are only about 20 seconds away from joining the Manly Warringah Seagulls in the big grand final tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. right here, Court 1 at Breakers Indoor Stadium on the Central Coast. It's going to be a massive day right across the board.
Early start too, Dave, tomorrow. We're at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you've got to be ready. Lots of people already be in bed, I would imagine, with those early starts, with some of those early divisions.
Will you be back tomorrow, mate, to join us?
Absolutely, absolutely. I wouldn't miss it for Quids.
Perfect.
We'll be here all day checking out the action, cheering for some teams, calling a couple of games as well with your good self. Looks like we'll be having another exciting day on court. It's a great way to celebrate in one location with all the games.
Basketball junkies that we are.
McAnulty looking for the inbound pass, got to get past Trustham, finds Turner. Turner takes it for a drive, bounces back into Ellis. Plenty of traffic there, turnover. Lawton off to the races, looks up, and he in with the layup.
That'll be the ball game right there.
8 seconds to go, hands it off to Milburn, man of the moment for the Mustangs. Draws the foul, goes to the line. You can hear some of the players really making some noise. And supporters, I mean. The players as well, gesturing to the crowd, make more noise.
Well, we got spectators in the far corner getting their gear off.
Getting their gear off, that's how excited they are.
Right in the top corner
Oh
there.
yeah, absolutely.
$10,000 fine. That you did that for footy.
Oh, yeah. There it is. It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. 9-point winners in that second semi-final. The hometown Central Coast Crusaders. They've had a couple other teams in the semi-finals unable to do it, but they have been able to get through into it. We're on camera now. It's been a fantastic one. I hope you've enjoyed it. Really look forward to it. Thanks, Scotty, for that. Look forward to all the action tomorrow right here. Mate, it's going to be exciting. The Seagulls, they were good. They were solid today. But the Crusaders, with that hometown and home crowd, have done fantastically to join them in the big one.
Excellent. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate your calls today, and I look forward to probably joining you in the commentary box tomorrow somewhere when the big dances start at 9 o'clock.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be here. I hope you join us here as well. Thanks again for joining us. Thanks again from Basketball New South Wales to their official partners, New South Wales Office of Sport, Spalding, Carney, Sports Marketing, PCYC, Cedar College, New South Wales, the Sydney Kings, the Sydney Uni Flames and the Allied Couriers. They'll be back again tomorrow, and I hope you are as well. And tomorrow in the big one, Scotty, before we go, I hope they bring someone to come and check all the nuts, because they're going to yell the roof off tomorrow. It's going to be massive.
Absolutely. They'll be raising the roof tomorrow here at the Breakers Indoor Sports Centre, and I look forward to being here early, and look forward to seeing the last game tomorrow, mate.
Excellent work. All right, everyone, you have a fantastic night. Catch your breath. It's going to be a big one tomorrow. Look forward to your company right here.